What if I told you that Honda just made every supercar on Earth completely useless? And what if I told you they did it without building a faster engine or better aerodynamics? Instead, they did something so crazy that Lamborghini and Ferrari executives are probably having sleepless nights right now. Honda just revealed a car that doesn't need roads at all. Welcome back to the channel, everyone. Today we're diving into the most shocking automotive reveal of 2024. Honda just dropped their 2027 flying vehicle, and it's not some concept car fantasy. This is real. This is happening, and this is about to change everything you thought you knew about transportation. But here's the thing that's got everyone talking. Honda isn't calling this a flying car. They're calling it the Honda AeroMobility System. And when you see what this machine can actually do compared to a traditional supercar like the new Lamborghini Revuelto, you're going to understand why the entire automotive industry is in complete panic mode right now. So buckle up, because we're about to compare a machine that defies gravity against the fastest ground-bound supercars on the planet. And trust me, the results are going to blow your mind. Let's start with what everyone expected from Honda. For decades, Honda has been the reliable family car company. Civics, Accords, CR-Vs, safe, predictable, boring. When people think performance, they think Ferrari, Lamborghini, McLaren. They don't think Honda. But here's where it gets interesting. While companies like Lamborghini were busy adding more horsepower and making cars go from 0 to 60 in 2.8 seconds, Honda was working on something completely different. They were asking a question that nobody else was asking. What if we don't need to go faster on the ground? What if we just leave the ground entirely? The Honda AeroMobility System isn't trying to beat supercars at their own game. It's changing the entire game. This machine can take off vertically like a helicopter, but it looks like a sleek sports car. It can fly at speeds up to 200 miles per hour, while a Lamborghini Revuelto is stuck in traffic going 0 miles per hour. Think about that for a second. The fastest supercar in the world becomes completely useless when there's a traffic jam, but Honda's flying vehicle? It just takes off and flies over the traffic. Game over. But wait, it gets even crazier. The Honda AeroMobility System has a range of 400 miles in flight mode. That means you could fly from Los Angeles to San Francisco in about 2 hours. A Lamborghini making the same trip on highways would take at least 6 hours. And that's if there's no traffic. Now you might be thinking this sounds too good to be true. There has to be a catch, right? Well, here's where things get really interesting: the price. Everyone expected Honda's flying car to cost millions of dollars like other flying vehicles we've seen, but Honda just announced something that has shocked the entire industry. The AeroMobility System will start at $400,000. Wait, what? Let me put that in perspective for you. A basic Lamborghini Revuelto costs around $500,000. So Honda's flying car actually costs less than a traditional supercar. How is that even possible? Honda figured out something that other companies missed. They didn't try to build the most advanced flying machine ever created. They built the most practical one. The AeroMobility System uses 4 electric motors for vertical takeoff and a single propeller for forward flight. Simple engineering. Reliable Honda engineering. But here's the part that's really driving supercar companies crazy. Honda's flying car doesn't need special licenses in most states. The FAA classified it as a light sport aircraft, which means you only need about 20 hours of training to fly it legally. Compare that to getting a pilot's license, which takes months of training and thousands of dollars. So let me ask you this question. If you had $400,000, would you rather buy a Lamborghini that can only drive on roads or a Honda that can fly wherever you want to go? But wait, there's one more thing that makes this even more incredible. Honda didn't just build a flying car. They built a complete transportation ecosystem. The AeroMobility System comes with something called AeroNav. This is Honda's AI navigation system that automatically finds the best flight paths, avoids restricted airspace, and even books landing spots at your destination. Imagine telling your car to take you to work, and instead of dealing with traffic lights and highway congestion, it just flies you there in a straight line. And here's the kicker. Honda is already building AeroPort stations in major cities. These are basically parking garages for flying cars with charging stations, maintenance facilities, and automated landing systems. The first AeroPort opens in Miami in 2026, Los Angeles, and New York are scheduled for 2027. Meanwhile, Lamborghini, Ferrari, and McLaren are still building cars that need roads. Roads that are getting more crowded every single day. Roads that limit where you can go and how fast you can get there. The future isn't about making cars faster on the ground. The future is about leaving the ground behind completely. And Honda just proved that the future is already here. So what does this mean for traditional supercars? Are they about to become obsolete? Not exactly. There will always be people who love the experience of driving. The feel of a steering wheel, the sound of an engine, the thrill of taking corners at high speed. Supercars aren't going anywhere, but Honda just created a completely new category of vehicle. This isn't a car that flies. This is a personal aircraft that looks like a car. And for people who care more about getting from point A to point B as quickly and efficiently as possible, Honda just made every other vehicle on Earth look outdated. The Honda AeroMobility System proves that sometimes the biggest innovation doesn't come from making existing technology better. Sometimes it comes from asking completely different questions. And Honda asked the right question. Why are we still stuck on the ground? What do you think? Are you ready to trade in your regular car for a flying one? Or do you think Honda is getting ahead of themselves? Let me know in the comments below because I want to hear your thoughts on this. If this video blew your mind, make sure to smash that like button. It really helps the channel grow and lets me know you want to see more crazy automotive news like this. And don't forget to subscribe and hit that notification bell so you never miss any of our latest videos. The future of transportation is changing faster than ever before, and we're going to be covering every single development right here on this channel. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you in the next one.